So there's a man at home. He's a widower, and he lives by himself, and he has done for quite some time. And it was just one day where he's sort of looking around the house thinking to himself, I'm pretty lonely. Like, I don't have many friends or anything.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get myself a pet. Right? So he goes looking through Gumtree and all the wanted ads and all that sort of stuff. And he thinks to himself, I'm going to need a pet that's, going to be interesting, maybe something I can talk to.
Yeah.
And he comes across an ad for a parrot. He thinks to himself, oh, this seems like the go. So he goes out and he meets the parrot and all that sort of stuff. And this is great. So he decides, yep, I'll take the parrot. He goes home with the parrot and they're having a great time for, a few weeks. And, every day he sort of wakes up in the morning and they have breakfast together. And then he toddles off for the day and he goes to work.
Yeah.
Right? Now, while he's at work, this parrot, as the weeks go by, is starting to get pretty bored. So one particular day, the parrot's looking around the house thinking to himself, what am I going to do? And he sees the phone. And he's seen his owner use the phone plenty of times, right?
Yeah.
So he decides, I might make a phone call. So he, hops over to the phone.
Yeah.
And with his beak, he nudges it off the handset. And he starts dialing a number. He doesn't know what number he's dialing. He's just dialing a random number. Anyway, it starts ringing. And he hears, hello, on the other end of the line. Concrete services, can I help you? So he just decides to order a batch of concrete. Anyway, later on that afternoon, a truck pulls up and just dumps 2.5 ton of concrete on his owner's front lawn. The owner gets home from work, sees the concrete, thinks to himself, that bloody parrot! And he walks inside, and he sees the parrot, and then he sees the phone with the receiver off the handset. And thinks to himself, you did this! Anyway, they go to bed. They're angry at each other. They get up the next morning, and the owner's had a gutful, and he's grabbed the parrot by the scruff of the neck, and he slams him up against the wall, and he goes, you're not going to do that again today. And he grabs a set of pins from his office drawer, and he pulls out one of the parrot's wings and stretches it across the wall, and he pins it to the wall. And then he grabs the other wing and he stretches it across the wall and he pins that one to the wall. And he goes, you're going to stay here all day until I get back, and that's it. The parrot doesn't say anything. The guy leaves. The parrot watches the guy leave, closes the door, locks it behind him. That's it. The parrot's there on the wall like this. Arms outstretched, wings outstretched. The rest of his body sort of hanging down, and gets about 5 or 10 minutes into it, and he's looking around the house, thinking to himself, oh, yeah, this is my life now, is it? He looks across at the other wall, and he sees a guy hanging the same way as him on a cross, on a crucifix. Yeah. So he yells out and he goes, hey! And the guy on the crucifix looks up, and he goes, oh, hello. And the parrot goes, what's your name? And he goes, I'm Jesus Christ. And the parrot goes, oh, yeah? How long you been there for? And he goes, oh, about 2,000 years. And he goes, oh, man, you must have ordered a lot of concrete. Thank you, Dave.
Well done, Dave.
Bloody ripper.